Alright, let's get going. How are folks doing? Hello, hello, hello. Let me turn the music down just a little bit. Let me know how that sounds. Alright. Hello! How are people doing today? We're doing flower stuff today. Here's our plan for today. At least over here. I've got so many little flowers that I made. And we're gonna put them on a glasses chain. That's the plan. We're gonna figure out how to do that. Turn this down just a little bit over here. Turn the music down for me a little bit as well. There we go. This is gonna be one of those projects where I'm kind of figuring it out as we go. So, my brain's going to have to try and work today. Which it's not good at doing. Oop. Got so many things over here. Slightly out of frame. Alright. I am thinking, so I've got these flowers. Let's kind of go through the plan, I think. I think the plan is, first of all, we're going to add centers to these flowers and some loops so that I can actually attach them to the chain that we're going to attach everything to. I'm thinking for the centers, I was kind of thinking some of these little like white pearl beads, possibly. But maybe some of them with little yellow centers instead. Because I do have kind of like a little mix of white and yellow centers because these are supposed to be forget-me-nots. Angle up a little bit more. I'm thinking maybe we start with the white ones though. Yeah, let's do that. So, I've got all of these. I wonder if these would be long enough. Let's see if these pins will be long enough, because here's the plan. If these are long enough. If not, we'll have to grab some of the other ones here. We'll grab one of these pins. Grab a flower. A bead. Pin goes through the bead. Through the flower. Oh yeah, I think that'll work out fine. And then we'll make a little loop with our pliers. We're gonna put all these flowers together, and then hopefully, if I can get all the flowers put together in a timely manner, we'll get them attached to the chain today too. If I can get a good loop. There we go. Ta-da! Flower. Let's see if it'll focus up close, or if I have to manually focus it like I often do. There we go. With a little loop. I was thinking maybe I could do some little collections of just the beads too, to look like just little like buds basically. I did also grab a few just green beads maybe for that. And I also have, once we actually get around to adding the flowers, I have a bunch of leaves that I got. Not all of these different shapes and stuff, but these kind of smooth ones I thought kind of matched the leaves of a forget-me-not. But for now, let's just get a bunch of flowers put together. Because I think I can do this without thinking too much about it. Hopefully folks are doing well today. I'm doing pretty good. Thinking about taking a vacation at some point. Not necessarily like leaving for vacation, but actually like taking some time off work, which I haven't done in a few years. Well, I say that. I think I took last Christmas off. That was the realization that I had recently. It's like, oh, the last like day that I actively took off was last Christmas. Because I'm either doing this stuff, which is fun, but there's a certain, like, well, this is a Christmas present, so this doesn't count. Hey, how's it going, E.T.? But, like, making the videos and stuff, I feel a certain amount of, like, responsibility, I guess, to make those. So it's kind of work at this point, even if it is fun. So, it's been a while since I've done a jigsaw puzzle. You know, I should pull out, maybe find some of the ones that have the yellow centers. Because those, maybe some of those are the ones that will do with some yellow beads. Not even necessarily all of them, but... You might also notice that I've got some slightly different colors of blue here. I have a plan for that, I think. Some are darker than others. Yeah, I think yellow centers might be nice. I'm just gonna set those to the side for now. We'll continue putting together the ones with the white centers. Oh, you know, I should probably mention in the Discord that I'm going live. This live. Just a second. I just realized that I forgot to post this week's live stream in the Discord. Let me grab a link to that real quick. I feel like things slightly moved around. There. There we go. There we go. Going through your Magic the Gathering collection. Let's see. We're a little on the Avatar of the Last Airbender. Oh, is it? There's like Avatar of the Last Airbender, like Magic the Gathering stuff. That's pretty cool. Hi, Hannah. Hope you are well. Our current project. I'm gonna fix the focus because otherwise it's gonna do weird things. Just a second here. Let me change the focus to be auto. Or not auto. There we go. Manual. That's the word I was looking for. Yep. Our current task is we're adding beads and loops to all these flowers so we can actually attach them to things. Oh, that's fun. It's fun that they've got a bunch of different things. Gotta love a crossover. Slowly building up our collection of flowers here. The Spider-Man one's not great. I really don't know much about Magic the Gathering, so I don't have much to add to this this conversation, but I'm glad that some of them are good at least. No, my things. I'm dropping everything. There we go. Oh, so here, maybe you guys can help me. Here's something. So I did some like resin classes at a thing last year. There's like a local like convention that's for like crafters and makers, and basically people can sign up to like teach classes and things. And I did 2 resin classes last year and a one where we made bath bombs. So both of them were make and take type things, which was fun. I just got the email asking if I want to do classes again this year, and I'm trying to decide, should I just do like basically the exact same classes I did last year, or should I do something different? Like, I'm not sure. So last year I set up some kits to make bath bombs, and that was pretty fun. I haven't actually made too many bath bombs since then. Oh, I should make some though. I have a friend that would like some. And then like for the resin classes, I did 2 of them. The first one was just like kind of like basic resin techniques. Really, I let people play, but like the first one I talked about, you know, a few things like dirty pours and mica drops, and a couple techniques like that. And then for the second one, I brought a bunch of different like inclusion options. So, you know, be like different things to put into resin, like feathers or flowers or whatever else, glitter, lots of glitter. And then, you know, let people go ham. And we're doing this in a well-ventilated area. Don't need people with all the fumes, but for the first class, I got kind of like the flat, just little like necklace type things, molds, I guess. What's the word I'm looking for? Pendant molds in various shapes. And then for the second class, I had the like skull and bird and fish shaped molds, just little ones. I could show you some of the skulls and birds and fish. I guess maybe I could look and see if there's different molds than there was last year. Cause I did send people home with the molds, of course, because their stuff was curing. So I'm trying to decide if I should basically just do the exact same thing as last year. Do like 2 resin classes, one of them like beginners, and then one of them intermediate or whatever. Or if I and should I do another bath bomb thing? Should I even sign up to teach classes? I kind of feel like I should, but it's gonna be like April, I think. Is it April? I'm just tired at the moment, but I think by April I'll probably want to. What? I gotta decide what classes I want to do though. I think the resin ones at the very least. I don't know about the bath bomb one, just because I haven't been making a lot of bath bombs. I'm much more confident leading people in the resin stuff because I feel like I have more practice with that. Have more experience. It's a bit like streaming. I feel like with resin stuff, I can focus more. Hello. Oh, aren't you so cute? Yes. Luna just came running in with a puffball in her mouth. Yes, here, let me show the people your puffball. She had a puffball in her mouth. Yes, you want me to toss it? Okay. Go get it. It's not quite as heavy as her. She has ones that have like little rattles in them. They're a little bit heavier. She loves to play fetch with those things. Where's your ball? Where's your ball? And you gotta bring it back for me to toss it. She's usually quite good at playing fetch as well. What? Hello. Hello. Are you here to say hello? I'm making noise, so you must come interact. But no, with streams, if I'm working on like resin stuff. Hello, you're so cute. I don't have to focus on it as much because I'm so used to it. That's something I found at one point. I tried doing like a digital art stream a while back, which I'm not super confident in or familiar with. And I'm like, I can not keep a conversation going and also try to draw at the same time. It takes too much brain power to figure out how to draw. I'm sure it's one of those things where with practice you get easier. Hello, yes. She's going up to her box. Excellent. Hopefully I've got enough of these little posts. That's maybe the concern. Hi. If you're gonna come over here, you gotta come sit on my lap. You can't sit on the... Nope. Nope. You can come sit on my lap. You may not try and lay on the table. There's too many beads and things. You can lay down here. You can lay down here or you can go down. This is your options. Luna, go ahead and lay down. Luna, go ahead and lay down. There we go. There we go. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Oh, your tail. Huh? There. I'm not quite sure what you're saying, E.T. Oh dear. Is your tail gonna be a problem? I feel it whipping around over here. There is indeed a cat. Whenever I start talking, she must be the center of attention. There's already cat hair all over my paper here. Girl, your tail. Hello. Hello. There you go. Here's the star of the show. The star of the show is here. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Which way do I want to go? Here we go. Sure, there we go. That's Luna. Are you trying to attack my camera stand? I was at first wondering if I had made enough of these, and then I was starting to lay them out the other day, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll have plenty. And then I went back and looked at the, like, not the plans necessarily, but kind of the idea for this, and was like, oh wait, they want 3 batches of flowers, not 2? Well, I guess we will see if I've got enough flowers. Wouldn't be too hard to make another set if I really need to, but hopefully this is enough. I don't really want to have to go back and make more. But I think we'll probably be okay. We can make it work, especially with the like the leaves and things in there. I think that'll, you know, kind of pad things out a bit. This, your tail! Your tail! Here, I'm gonna shove it under the table. No, that's not under the table. That's back on top of the table. Man, just the fluff. Luna, part of Luna's problem. This is Luna, by the way. My kitty cat Luna, is that she loves to like walk back and forth in front of me at my desk here. She does it with her tail sticking like straight up. And as I was saying, she loves to come do that while I'm talking here, which usually means that I have my microphone down, because otherwise I'd, you know, store it up. It's on an arm, so I just push the arm up. And she walks everywhere with her tail straight up and loves to knock my microphone around, which I guess normally wouldn't be a huge deal, except that this microphone is so touchy. You like slightly bump it and suddenly the cable's like not quite connecting right. You get like a weird hum. She's very good for the audio landscape that we're building here. Oh, she's very cute though. Look at her, she's just laying there. All cute and resting. Beads. Anybody have any fun holiday plans for this winter season? I won't be streaming next week because I'm gonna be going caroling at some local like care homes. What have I done to my thumbnail? Like divoted it. What a weird way to say that. Divoted it. Yeah. Give me a moment while I tear off my thumbnail. We're just gonna... Your tail! There we go. Ah! But I think my Christmas itself will probably be how it usually is. We'll probably meet up at my parents' house and do Christmas breakfast. That's what we have always done since I was a little kid. Alright. Ah! Girl, your why must your tail go back and forth so much? So much back and forth with the tail. In my way. I am still working on a couple of videos. I probably should start work on the next couple as well. One of the videos that I'm working on, I might try to post some in progress photos of the set of dice that I'm making in the not the Discord, the Patreon, on Patreon. But one of the projects I'm working on is a set of dice, and those are polishing at the moment, so I kind of am just waiting. I probably should work on like the script and stuff and maybe start editing some things, but the dice themselves are polishing, so before I can actually finish up the dice, I need to wait for them to finish polishing. And then the other one, I might go pour some resin for it later today. That's what I was thinking I might do. I need to... I'm kind of putting it off because I know that I need to, like, take one of... Oh, maybe I'll move this so you can see me again. But I need to steal one of the lights that I'm using here, because I've set up for it in a weird spot, and I need to do a little tiny bit more setup before I can actually pour the resin. So I've just been kind of putting it off a bit. But I might try and get the first part of that done tonight after the stream. I need to probably figure out what project I want to work on after that, though. No, why are you spamming it? Let me change this back to live chat. I don't know why it does that. Okay, I have it set to live chat now. It's so annoying that it sets it to, Why? Why does it insist that you're spam? I don't know why. Is there a way for me to mark your channel? Oh, ow. Bye, cat. I think I scared her. You know what, actually, I wonder if I can... I wonder if I can set you as, like... No, I'm not adding you as a moderator. Wait, why did it go? That went through there, but not over here. What? Now, I don't know what's going on with your thing, because it's... I wonder if I can set you as like a loud user or something. No, I can put you in timeout, but it won't let me just mark you as like being legit. I don't know. Also, for some reason, then that message... Oh, there we go. I don't know. Yeah, but I like to hang out with people. I want to hang out and chat with people. And it doesn't work out very well if YouTube doesn't actually show me people chatting at me. Streams are much more fun when people are chatting and it's not just me talking. Maybe it's just me, but I'm gonna run out of things to talk about at some point. I mean, I have. Let's be honest. I really just talk about the same, like, 3 things repeatedly. At least my streams are consistent. They're great for people who like consistency. This over a little bit. But I think I do have it set now so that you can... So I can see what you're sending. Here's the question, though. Well, okay, let's just finish up. So I got a bunch of these with the yellow centers, okay. I wonder if it's because there's not as many people chatting, so it's like, this person is spamming. Except that they're not the only one talking. They're listed as, like, number 2. Yeah, this was a problem last stream too. Yes, hello! Hi, Tara. I don't know. What did you do to piss off YouTube? I guess it's kind of like, I was having problems with my Gmail accounts at one point, where, like, I was just, whenever I sent like an email, it ended up in someone's spam folder, and it's like, it had to do with like Gmail servers, I think, because it was like, I don't know. Skip those ads one too many times. And YouTube's like, no! The revenue! I don't know. Let's see. But yeah, so I've got 2 videos that I am actively working on, like filming stuff for. I've got, here's one of my 3 topics is videos I'm working on. Well, I guess I gave a little bit of a preview of those last week. But yeah, I had that happen with your Yahoo Mail. Yeah, it's like the spam thing sees a bunch of stuff coming from like a particular server, and then if you're... I looked into it at one point. I'm like, well, there's no way for me to actually fix this. Lovely. But it had to do with basically the mail servers and spam traffic stuff. But that seems to at least have resolved itself now, which is good. But yeah, I've got those. I've got, I finally had an idea for like a video to do for when I hit 5,000 subscribers, which I should film soon, because that's coming up. I mean, I'm headed there. Sure seems. I'm pretty close. I'm 90 subscribers away, I think? Something like that, roughly. Where's my... let's see. Yeah, I can tell you the exact number. I am 88 subscribers away from 5,000. So that's gonna come up soon. So I probably, if I want to do something for 5,000 subscribers, I should film it now so I can get it edited before I actually hit 5,000 subscribers. I probably got a little bit more time, so it's not a huge rush, but I did think it'd be fun to do something for 5,000. That seems like a milestone. Those darn 88 people that have no idea who I am. Don't you know who I am? But yeah, so to be fair, I do have it on my schedule to film that. And then I kind of should figure out what I want to do. Oops, what am I doing here? After, I guess, those 3 videos. The problem is that the 2 videos that I'm working on are gonna be a while until I'm done filming them, which means it's gonna be even longer till I'm done editing them, which means that you guys have to wait a while for them to be done. So here's the question: in the meantime, do I just find like some I've got so much footage of things. Like, that's part of the reason I edited together that video of a D20 that I posted not super long ago. Was because I'm like, well, these videos I'm working on are taking... When did I post that? When did I post that? Not super long ago. Oh, November 27th, so end of November I posted that. But part of the reason I was working on that was because I'm like, well, the videos that I'm filming are a little bit more ambitious, and they're taking a little bit longer to film. It's a case of, do I focus on the more complicated videos, so you'll have fewer videos, but do I do fewer but better videos, or do I do more videos? You know what I'm saying? Finding a balance is the goal, I feel like. Ah. I do want to take a break at some point too. As I was saying earlier in the stream, I realized that it's been a while since I've had any sort of like break or vacation. So, but what's the balance? That's the thing. It's like, it is difficult for me to focus on more than one thing at once. Like it's so much easier to film something, edit it, put it out. But I can't really do that, especially with the more complicated videos, because I kind of have to have multiple projects going at once if I want to have any sort of like good time frame, especially with like the making a set of dice, for example, because like I was saying, the set of dice that I'm working on a video for at the moment, the dice are like polishing right now, which is going to take probably a couple weeks. I let things polish for a while. So like I don't want to just sit here and not work on anything for those 2 weeks that they're polishing. I could be working on something else, but just the brain power of trying to organize things is a lot. All right, here's a question for you guys. It'd be nice if Jen showed up, since this is for them, but I did some with white centers. I have these guys that kind of have yellow centers. Should I use yellow beads for some of these centers? Should I do a few with yellow centers, or should I do everything with white centers? What do you guys think? Should I try one with a yellow center and see how it looks, maybe? I can always take it back apart. Ooh, I kind of like the yellow, actually. It's kind of nice. Yeah, let's see. I think I like the yellow, but we'll see. Oh, here. Let me actually focus this word. So it'd be a mix of the two. I kind of think the mix is nice. Might be kind of nice to have a few yellow ones in there. Could even do a few kind of like greeny ones possibly, but I feel like yellow is good. Kind of a mix of the white and the yellow. Yeah, I mean, you gotta keep in mind it's gonna be these. It's also gonna be a few leaves thrown in. You like it? Yeah, I'll do a few with the yellow. Get a bit of a mix. I don't know that I want exactly the same number of like yellow and white ones. I feel like maybe I want to lean more with the white ones than the yellow ones maybe, but let's at least get some of these made. I'm thinking like, yeah, a little bit of character, a little bit of variation is nice. I'm thinking maybe like, yeah, you always want more gold. Maybe like 2 white ones to every yellow one type. Oops, let me fix the focus again. But yeah, maybe like about 2 white ones to every yellow one. I don't have a ton of these yellow beads left. I think I just broke a piece of glass off of this bead. That doesn't seem good. Yeah, the bead looks okay. I don't know what I did. I suppose I could do a different yellow too. Like I do also have like gold that I could do, or maybe a more. Cause I could do like gold instead. I think the yellow though, right? Like the gold's pretty, but I feel like the yellow's more the like forget-me-not-ish. Yeah, I think we stick with the yellow. I do also like that they're kind of like a little translucent, which adds some different like kind of texture in there basically. Whoop. But yeah, I've been thinking a lot recently about like things that I want to do for fun. Cause like I was saying, I think I might take a vacation at some point, or a break. Since I haven't in quite a while. And think about things that I want to do. I mean, some of that stuff is just like do a jigsaw puzzle. It's been a while since I've done a jigsaw puzzle, and I like jigsaw puzzles. But I was also just thinking about like things that I kind of want to like do at some point. Part of that was because I was having a conversation with friends at one point, and oh, you're taking a short cruise next month. Ooh, where are you taking a cruise to? Cruises are fun. My family did an Alaskan cruise at one point, and that was really enjoyable. I do think that if I take a break, I'll just stay home, but I have so many things that I wouldn't mind doing to relax at home. Like a jigsaw puzzle, reading a book, maybe even getting some... Down to Mexico, you're going to Alaska in August. Ooh, nice. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. That'll be enjoyable, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing a cruise again at some point, but... I think I probably should try and make money to pay my bills first. Well, yeah. It'd be nice to save up some money, I suppose, is where I'm going with that. But no, I was having a conversation with friends kind of recently. And basically the topic was, like, what would I do if I quit my day job? Which I have no plan to. I do enjoy what I do. But it got me thinking now, because I was like, what would I want to do? And I mean, I'd probably want to do this, right? I'd put everything into doing this. I said there's kind of two things that I've thought about. I thought about doing all the YouTube stuff, putting all of my time and energy towards the YouTube videos and making things. Or I want to like go and take like art and theater classes. And I realized after I mentioned it, I was like, oh, that's kind of the same thing. It's like, I think I've figured out the things that I want to do. And apparently it is art and theater, which is also just YouTube videos. I wouldn't mind going back and doing some like community theater though, or some classes or something. I did theater growing up. Yeah, when you retire from your day job, you plan to do a lot of crafting, likely on YouTube. Yeah, I mean it's a lot of fun. I do warn. It's funny because I do enjoy making YouTube videos, but it's funny whenever someone's like, "Yeah, I'm thinking of doing YouTube videos." I always like warn people about it. That was part of it too. I miss the socializing of theater. I miss hanging out with theater people. There's just something fun about hanging out with people who are just like willing to jump in on a random bit. What I was saying though about YouTube though is if you're gonna do YouTube videos, you gotta enjoy making YouTube videos, like, and you gotta like make videos about something that you want to make videos about, which sounds crazy when I say it like that. Like, obviously make videos about things you want to make videos about, but I mean make videos about things that you would want to do anyways. Like, don't try and, like, make videos about something that you have no interest in, or that you wouldn't want to, you know, be making or doing anyways. Like, but yeah, if you're gonna make YouTube videos, you gotta enjoy the process of making the videos, because it's a kind of a ridiculous amount of work for very little return. I don't know if I realized that you made... Did I know that you made videos? I feel like I'm sure we've talked about this before. Which channel do you post them on? Is it this one? Ah. Ah, okay. Occasional videos. I do want to... I'm gonna put this out here for anyone... YouTube share. That is the perfect attitude to have about it. Yeah. Gaming videos for now. Nice. I was gonna say, let me put this out here for anybody who does... I mean, I'll say crafting videos, but really, any sort of video that you think could be fun. If anyone ever wants to do like a collab, hit me up. I'd be so down for like video collabs. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I do realize that I could be reaching out to people, but I have so many other videos that I am trying to work on at the moment. It's like I'd have to make time to like figure out who I'd want to reach out to. But like if people want to ever reach out and be like, hey, we should do a video together, please feel free to reach out. I'd be so down for that. I think it'd be fun. And then where was I going? Let's see. Hit me up in 7.5 years. Yeah. Hit me up in 7.5 years, and we'll do some sort of art video. If for some reason, I mean, in 7.5 years, I will have forgotten about this, but feel free to clip this and send it to me in 7.5 years, assuming I'm still making YouTube videos. And we will do an art collab in 7.5 years. I will. You can hold me to that. And then oh, what was the other thing I was talking? Oh, and then yeah, theater classes were the other thing I was talking about. It's just yeah, if you change it from top chat to live chat, we found for some reason, what do I call you? Do I call you Saxman? That's what you come up as. Or Selden. Anyways, I'm gonna go with Selden, I guess. But yes, have fun pouring resin, Tara. I will try to recap what is being said in the chat, because for some reason it is hiding all of Selden's messages. And I don't know why. Yeah, probably a video where you're shaking your head at you, yeah, saying, Sel, don't mix resin that way. I don't know that I'm one to talk when it comes to how to mix resin. I just kind of like mix that thing until it looks about right. it's yeah. There's enough, you know, people who are like, I'm thinking of like people who like to like bake and cook and things, and they just kind of like, yeah, I don't know how to fix it either. This is the problem we were having. But for some reason, if you change it to live chat instead of top chat, then the messages show up, which is just weirder to me. Dunno. But I'm thinking of the people that just like, you know, they're so used to making their recipes and things that they're just like, oh yeah, I just add a little bit of cinnamon, and people are like, okay, but if I follow your recipe, how much cinnamon? They're like, I don't know, just the right amount of cinnamon. I feel like maybe I've been doing resin long enough now that every once in a while I'm that person that's just like, I don't know, just the right amount of cinnamon. Till it looks right. Till it's the right consistency. It's like, but what is the right consistency? I don't know. There's definitely still I definitely still mess things up though too. But do I want to do the last ones in yellow or in white? We'll kind of mix these up. Let's see how it's looking. I'm almost thinking white for the last. I don't know. We'll do them yellow. It's fine. So anyways, going back to other things, theater stuff. I do kind of, I was talking about that recently, about trying to get back into like community theater or taking like a theater class or something. Cause I did theater growing up a fair amount. I don't know that I was ever the best at it, but it was fun. The problem is that the times that I work are like the evenings, which is I think probably when most like rehearsals and stuff would be for local theater stuff, because I kind of work when everyone else is off work, because I work in the evenings, like I said. It just makes it very difficult to try and schedule things with people who have normal day job schedules, which most people that are doing community theater probably fall into that sort of thing. Either they're students or they have some sort of day job, so rehearsals will probably be in the evening. And I've got things every night of the week between work and other social engagements and things. It's like, yeah, so that's a maybe someday I'll get back into community theater type thing. Don't have very many these yellow beads left. But I can get some of that enjoyment by doing weird videos. I said go for it. Do it. See if there's any like local theater auditions or something. Why not? I think they'll probably say like what you need for the audition. But yeah, there's probably some local community theater and stuff. Like kind of the thing with community theater is that it's not professionals. Like it's just people that are doing it for fun. I mean, they want to do a good job, obviously, but like it's people doing it for fun, and so like very very low stakes there. Well, nights and weekends is probably, well, that's what, like I was saying, probably rehearsals and things and performances would be nights and weekends, because with community theater, the people that are doing it are people who have day jobs, so that's when they have availability. You probably fit right in schedule wise if you have a normal day job type hours. Those back over there for now so I don't spill them everywhere. All right, we've got all of our flowers. Woo! I do want to maybe kind of divide these up and see how I'm feeling about the amount of flowers that I have, because I kind of need 6 groups. I'm gonna put some of the lighter, and I have some different colors. Here's my thought for the colors. I was gonna try and kind of ombre this from like lighter tones down to darker tones at the bottom. I probably want at least like 6 on each side. I think I should have plenty. Maybe 7. I'll put these over here. Just gonna put some of the darker ones at the very bottom. One, two, three, four. It's okay, I've gotten distracted as well. I'm trying to count, which apparently is too much for my little brain to handle. I'm gonna try and, because I'm trying to split these up into somewhat even groups. 2, 4. So let me put about 8 in each real quick. Okay, so there's like 8 in each group. Divvy these up. Probably the top and middle group should have the most. Or these can be spares, just in case. I do think that those seem like nice groups. Yeah, I think those seem, I don't know, those seem like nice groups, right? Good groups of flowers. Might as well add these elsewhere. Actually, you know what? We'll add these up here. And add these here. There we go. I think that will be how we split up the groups. Here's what I'm thinking. So I need about 30 inches, I think, of this. Because it's going to be a glasses chain, so it's going to be like this. And then my thought is that we'll kind of, excuse me, like make a mess. So these are gonna run on this chain, like this. And then in between each one, I was thinking of adding just a little silver ball like that in between each. So just like that. I think that'll be nice. I'm thinking go simple. There's gonna be a lot going on with the flowers because I forgot I've also got all my leaves. I don't know that I need a ton of leaves, but let's add actually, this works out pretty well. I can do the darker leaves down at the bottom here and work my way up. Maybe 3. I don't want it to be perfectly even because then it'll probably look too so I feel like that's kind of nice. All right, I think that'll look nice. The next question is, do I do just some like green beads kind of mixed in with these two, or do I leave? I'm almost thinking maybe just leave it like this. Like I feel like I just like how this looks. Yeah. I think we just leave it like that with just our leaves and our flowers and then the silver beads in between. Alright. I need 30 inches of this, I think. And I've got my measuring tape. I've got that. And there'll be a little bit of extra length because these beads are going to be on a thing too, so let's cut that. All right. There's that. Let me just make sure that this feels about right. Ah! I've somehow tangled it all up. Yeah, I think that'll work. Maybe it'll... Yeah, there we go. I think that'll feel about right. I should maybe figure out about how long it is. I mean, I guess not everyone's neck is the same length and things, but figure out the positioning a bit. The distance between things, as it were. Alright, so a lot of these I think I can just attach maybe directly to the chain, because I do have them on little loops. These beads here, I went and pulled out some miscellaneous little loop pin things. I don't know what you call these. I need 4 of them, so maybe I just get these put together real quick. So my thought is it can just go like that. It's got a loop on one end, and then I will make a loop on the other end. Probably cut it. How much? So I don't need very much for that. I like go there. Sure. There we go. I'll make a little. Oh, here. Let me focus so you can see. There we go. Now we've got a little bead. So we'll end up we'll have to cut this, and then we'll attach the 2 pieces of chain that are then cut with the beads. But we'll make our beads real quick. But yeah, I'm liking this. I also wasn't sure how long this was gonna take me to do, but I think we can get this whole thing done today. I can do that pretty easy. Oops, made that one loop a little bit bigger than I meant to. That's fine, we can make it smaller. Let me cut this down a little bit more. It's a little bit too long, that's my problem. I'm torn between wanting to put all of these flowers into a little dish so that I don't like accidentally hit them and spread them all over the place. But also I don't want to take them out of their little groups because I like how I have them in their groups at the moment. Come on. There we go. Got those. Pull out 2 more. Oh, I don't know that I mentioned who I'm making this for. I'm making this for one of my mods. Not that I necessarily need a ton of moderation in my my chat here, but they do also. I have 2 mods, 2 moderators that help me out, and I do appreciate them both, even though they don't have to step in very often. They are technically mods on the YouTube channel here, but also they kind of help me keep an eye on things like the Discord and stuff, which is very nice of them. I need to figure out what the other one of them wants for Christmas. This one was easy because they reached out about it, and I was like, well, perfect, now I have a Christmas gift for you. But I don't actually know what the other of them wants, and I do try to make them Christmas gifts every year as a thank you. There we go. And that one's a little bit loose. Alright, there we go. We've got our beads there. Okay, let me do some estimating. So I want a little bit of, you know what, maybe what we do is maybe we attach the like actual glasses chain part first. And I'm thinking we go for these clear ones with the silver. There we go. How do I attach these? Do I just use a jump ring on one end of this? Whoop! Just do a jump ring on one end of this? Probably. We'll grab a jump ring. Alright. I've got my jump rings. Should I go for... Actually, I think we can go smaller. Let's go for those. Strangely, I think this will make it easier for me to hold on to this if I actually attach the little rubber bits to the ends. Plus, then I can try them on my glasses and see how it feels. That's probably it, right? Just a thing. Oh gosh, that's coming unwound. Ah, it's going everywhere. Okay, the chain keeps trying to escape. There we go. That could be a little bit cleaner there, just like. Alright, we've got our little bits on the end. I've never worn a glasses chain here. I'm gonna take my headphones off for a minute. Cause let's see, these go on here, right? I'm doing this because I want to figure out the position of things. How far back on the glasses do they go? Do they go towards the front? And then this goes around the back. Alright. So I want this to be even. This is kind of the furthest down that it goes. And I think that's going to be kind of our... You know, how can I mark this? Could I use a Sharpie or something? How do I want to mark this? This is, I think, the furthest... Like, this is where we're going to have the final, like, bits of flower is going to be at the lowest point here. I'm going to use green marker. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mark one side because I'm going to make it... hopefully that marked it. I'm going to try and make it even, right, between the two. Okay, good, that did mark it. That tells me where the bottom one needs to go. And I think I can estimate on everything else. So now we've got, where'd my green marking go? So we've got our green marking right in where my finger is. That doesn't seem like very much room. Oh, that might work out actually. I think that'll line up about right. You know what I might do? I might tape that down. Just so I don't keep losing it off the table. Although I'm gonna need to put things on it, so maybe that's not the best idea. Never mind. We'll leave it as is. Alright. Do I start at the bottom or at the top? Tell you what, I'm gonna put one flower on here as like a marker. I'm gonna put this right where that green bit is. As kind of a marker for the middle of the bottom, like, collection. Uh-oh. It's gonna fit through the chain? That could be a problem if not. Oh, there we go. Ooh, it kind of messes with the chain a bit because it's not a very big chain. Trying to get this closed. No. I think it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Yeah, alright. We can do this. I'm gonna mark... Actually, you know what? Let's kind of mark the center of our 3 different colors then. Because we want them kind of evenly spread. Dun, 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 dun. This one I went down a little bit, so... Seem about right. Yeah, I think that's about right. All right. It's gonna be easier said than done, I think. Come on. There we go. I don't know why I looped all of these to begin with. Now I have to unloop them and loop them again. A little bit at the very least. Okay, there we go. That's going to be kind of the center of that section. And then I have the center of the top section. There we go. I'll have to grab some jump rings for the leaves as well. We'll have to use jump rings to attach those. I'm holding this. I'm gonna angle this up a little bit because we're gonna be kind of working up here now, right? As I try to attach things to this chain. All right. Let's move some things out of the way, I guess. Okay. Move these so that so that's the other side. This is this side. All right. Let's start at the top and we'll work our way down. And I figure I'll cut these after. Actually, you know what? We'll do all of the stuff and then I'll probably cut it and add our little beads in there. Maybe not. Maybe I'll do the beads because then we can figure out how some of the other stuff is going to be angled. All right. I think our plan now is just to add a bunch of flowers and a couple leaves. And then if it's, depending on how it's feeling, if I've got, you know, way too many flowers. I mean, I'm not going to have like way too many flowers. Let's be real. Can never have too many. But also I can have too many. Come on, get on there. What have you done? Oh, it is through. Weird. Okay. Is it through? Oh, it's just all twisted up all weird. The chain makes it hard to actually move around. No, those, so I did these the same way, and I can show you the ones that I made a few live streams ago. I actually have them sitting here. I did put them into, get them arranged into a necklace. Oh my gosh, just a second. Let me try and get this one attached, and then I can show you. Yeah, I made them the exact same way. Here's the ones that I made. Here's the ones that I made a few streams ago. Got the necklace put together. I made all of the leaves on this one with the Shrinky Dink as well. Yeah, this one's gonna be for one of my grandmothers for Christmas. But, and it makes it all get all wonky, but I got some magnetic clasps just because I thought that would be easier to put it on and take it off. The thing is, of course, that this chain, it sticks to this chain. Didn't think that through very, very well, but yeah, here's the ones from this stream a while ago. I quite like them. I think they turned out cute. Alright, I will zoom in, no, not zoom in, but I will focus closer so you can see the flowers in all their glory. All the little flowers. Yep. So there's those. Yeah, same. Made them the exact same way though. These are also Shrinky Dinks that I made. Oh, thanks. Yeah, after it worked so well for the bracelets. Oops. That didn't go through my chain. That went around my chain. Not what I want. But yeah, after it worked out so well, I was like, well, I could do other kinds of flowers too. And here we are. I actually already made some forget-me-not flowers because the person who's getting this chain actually bought one of the pink bracelets that I made from me, and I know that they like forget-me-nots, so I made a little charm with some forget-me-not flowers and sent it with the bracelet. That was a while back now. But I ended up, I used the same, like, drawing, because, I sketched out a little, like, forget-me-not sort of shape, and used the same drawing for making these. I don't remember the exact colors that I used to color the last ones, or what I put in the centers of them, which beads and stuff I used. So, this may or may not match that, but oh, come on. What is this chain doing? There we go. Chain's being all funky. Come on. There we go. But I think it will turn out nice either way. Stuff in the middle. Ah! It's trying to run away. Oh my gosh. This chain is small enough that it's difficult to get this through the loops. There we go. Oh, helps if I'm on camera. There we go. We'll hold it up here. Where's a good focus? Somewhere in between. Wow, it does not want to be in between. Okay. So, we've got some flowers on there. Feels like everything's over on that side though. We'll add some, you know, adding the leaves in might help a bit as well. I'm thinking we'll add all the flowers though, and then we'll add the leaves in to kind of like fill things in as needed. Like if there's a spot that it's just like, that feels like it's maybe a little bit bare. I'll add a leaf in there. Come on. What is going on with this chain? Ah. Come on, close. I should add this one down here. Come on, attach. That's not it. That didn't attach. Hey, nope, nope, that's round. It's not. This really is harder than you'd think it would be to get these to actually go through the loops of the chain. I think I got it. I got it. Woo! Go through the loops of the chain and then also to close once they're through the loops of the chain. Alright. Need some gold though. We got that little bit of yellow in there. I know that the person that this is for is more of a silver person, which is why we're going with all the silver. At least I think they are. Maybe I've made that assumption. Maybe it's possible I've just made that assumption. Now that I'm thinking about it. But I think of them as liking silver. Why is everything going? Look, everything's like going to the other side. Fine, we'll add another one in the middle here. This is gonna be difficult to close. Oh my gosh. I knew that this was gonna be difficult to close. Part of the reason I'm putting it in the middle here is so that hopefully there's so many flowers that they will have to end up all the way around in order to fit. Just a second. But let's save that. You can still kind of see that side, but I think it helped a bit. Man, I can't keep this on in frame, can I? Is this gonna be? It's possible I spaced these too much. Do I put these at the bottom? Just Just thinking here with me for a second. Oh no, I think that'll be okay. I think that'll turn out just fine. Oh, sorry, you can't actually see. Let me... I'm just stacking all of my flowers on top of it here to figure out this rough size. Because I was trying to figure out where I should attach some of these. Because I was like, is it long enough? But I think this will work out. That seems like it'll work out. But we will add at least one of these to the bottom here. There we go. You know, I would normally say I think that I like gold more than silver, but when it comes to like, you know, making, you know, things that have, that use my jump rings and things, I think I use more of like my silver, stuff than the gold. Although I think strangely, one of my most used ones is the bronze. No, silver's probably my most used. I'm just looking at... Yeah, look how little silver I have in comparison to everything else when it comes to like my jump rings and things. Apparently I've used a bunch of those gold ones. But yeah, these are probably lower as well. The one I use probably the least is like this darker silver color. That's just because I don't have things that match it. A bunch of these have gotten mixed in. But just, it's good neutral, I guess. I guess that's really what it is. I'm going for something kind of neutral. I might go up. Go all the way up there with that one. Maybe. That go through? It did go through, yay! What this all feels tangled, alright. There we go, we've got that. Let's add some leaves. Speaking of jump rings, we're gonna borrow a few of those. What size jump rings do I need actually? I think I'm long enough. Maybe this size actually. I could maybe go a size down. Try the next size down. Yeah, alright. And we'll figure out where to put these. Okay, there we go. There's one. See if that feels. Oh, that's kind of fun. Add another one. See how we're feeling about it. Okay, I think I see roughly where I want to put it, but getting it there is the next problem. The next hurdle, we'll say. You guys enjoying the view of the top of my head as I stare at this thing super closely? Okay, let's see here. No! Well, I kind of get it into the middle there. There's not a lot of space though. I might attach it to one of the flowers actually. That might be easier than trying to attach it to the chain itself. There we go. We'll attach it to one of the flowers. Because trying to get into the actual chain itself, there's already so many like flowers attached in there and such that there's not a lot of space to put a whole jump ring through. But the loops on the flowers are a little bit bigger than the loops on the chain. So just want this jump ring to be lined up though now. It's kind of overlapping itself, which is not how it's supposed to sit. There we go. That's better. Oh yeah, I think that works. Here, let me focus this a little bit closer. Ah! Man, it is so touchy. I don't know. What do we think? Feels like a little bit weird up at the top here. I feel like I could use another flower or something up here. Maybe I do add a few of the green beads or something? What do you guys think? I could add another leaf there too. Have two in that spot. I did like second one there. That might not be bad. Yeah. Let's try one more leaf. See how that feels. See if that feels better. I don't know. What do we think? Is it weird with the two leaves there? Are they too similar? I think maybe... I feel like the leaf should be like below the flowers, right? It should be kind of sticking out from the flowers, not the other way around. I think maybe no on the leaf. But maybe we move you like it? You like it with the leaf there? I don't know. So yeah, that's... I think maybe we leave it as is for now with the two leaves. And we can add more later. We can do some final touch-ups at the very end if we're feeling like it's not enough. Let's do our flowers for the other sections. All right. Got some different colors of flowers coming in here. Tea. I'm going to try and put the slightly lighter tone flowers towards these, towards the top. And then we'll try and put some of the darker ones towards the bottom. Let's see, how long is this going to be? It's probably to about here. It's going to be at the top. Let me put that, attach that, and we can see how that feels lengthwise. This chain! What is it doing? It's like caught. It's like the chain is all caught on itself. It doesn't want to... What are you doing, chain? Okay. Ah. This chain is annoying me. It's really annoying! It's like it's caught, the chain is, because it's the loops are so small that it's like they keep getting like stuck on. Wait, is it stuck, or are these like fixed? Get out of my way, chain links. There we go. Finally decided to move. There we go. Alright, I was doing that because I wanted to figure out kind of the size of things, because that's going to be kind of the top, and this will be kind of the bottom, I think, of the, where the flowers are. Because we are going to be cutting it here to add one of these guys. Yeah, I think that's maybe a little bit higher than I should have gone, but I think that's fine actually, because things are going to get lengthened when we add those, so going up a little bit is not going to be a problem. Doing that same thing. The chain doesn't want to move. Good, but that's okay. Yeah, that length seems about right. Yeah, that'll probably be about right. Do you guys like my thrilling commentary of, yeah, looks about right. Yeah, it's probably about right. That's what you guys are getting today. It's your thrilling commentary of the day. My brain's running out of steam. It works. I do try to keep a running commentary in streams, because I know that I usually put on, if I'm gonna watch a stream, first of all, I don't usually watch a lot of streams live. I'll watch like the video afterwards. And I kind of put them on as background noise. Let's be real here. Just so that there's something playing while I'm working on something else. And I imagine a lot of other people do that too. They'll just kind of listen to a stream in the background. So I try to have, I don't like having a lot of silence and stuff in streams. But at a certain point, one, my brain just fries. And two, I kind of start getting a bit of a sore throat. Ah! I feel like that's maybe more of a more recent thing. I don't know. Not sure on that one. Maybe it's more of a recent thing. But that didn't go through, did it? Let's just... Ah! Come on! There we go. That's through. Quick, get it on while it's caught. Let's see, what should we talk about? Well, I guess here's a question for you guys. What sorts of videos or live streams do you guys want to see? So I've got a couple of, like I was saying, more complicated videos that I'm working on. I feel like the thing that tends to get the most views on my channel is like tutorial type videos. Things showing how I made, either how I made a set of dice or like informational on dice making in some way, on a technique or materials, something like that. Like the dice related videos, but these are fun too. Oh good, I'm glad that you're enjoying it. Yeah, I'll put that in there. I do feel like people come to my channel for dice stuff, so I don't plan on moving away from dice. The live streams I tend to view as kind of like, I don't know, they're a little bit less official. Usually I use them for just working on either projects that I need to get done, so like inking, sanding, pouring things, or for like things that I want to work on but I haven't found the time to. So if I don't have, you know, sanding or inking or whatever that I really need to get done, or pouring of resin, then I'll do something like an art project that I'm like, I want to work on that at some point, but I just can't find the time to actually do it. That's what these will become, or what these become. It's kind of how I ended up working on this today. Because I was like, oh, I should work on that at some point. When am I going to work on that? When will I find time? But by scheduling it in as a live stream, I make time. Okay, come on. Shane's working against me again. You want to make your own dice one day, so it's fun to learn about how to do that. You get tons of ideas watching other crafts. Tutorials are nice. Oh, you feel like tutorials are kind of rare these days? That's fair. That's fair. I think I like doing a mix of things. Like, it's nice to do like a tutorial or like a how I did it type video. Sometimes, like I said, I feel like those are the ones that get the most views. I do want to do some more, like, I have some ideas for just some weird dice videos that I've got some plans for. Alright, let's add some leaves. Can't decide on a color scheme? That's fair. That's fair. I'm always happy to, like, help you figure that sort of stuff out, too. The planning stage is fun of, dice commissions. It's like, if you want to help figuring out what you want, I'm always down for that as well. Running you through some options and some ideas. Only dice videos you see are mostly revealed videos recently? Oh, just like showing them off after the fact? I mean, I feel like that kind of makes good shorts content is the thing, right? So I feel like maybe people are just moving towards shorts because it's kind of easier to a certain extent. Not that it's necessarily like super easy or anything, but just having to film one part of the process is a lot easier than trying to film everything. I mean, that's why, you know, honestly, that doesn't surprise me, partially because here's my here's what I use to film my dice videos. Let me show you how much resin is like caked onto this thing. This thing is a mess. Like, just the amount of, like, look at this. Look at the resin and things on here. Like, I can see why people wouldn't necessarily want to film their resin pouring, although I think most people probably would just have their camera in one spot, like above them looking down type thing. I tend to move mine around and stuff. Leaning towards something like the ones I made for my Patreon subreddit. Okay. You'll have to remind me which ones those are. I know we've talked about them before. I can't remember which set that, or which D20s those were. I've made so many D20s at this point. Alright, let's add a dark green, maybe? Yeah, we need a dark green, and then maybe a couple of dark green ones. Your torch and timer absolutely coated in, yeah. Everything just ends up so coated in resin. So, like, I could understand people just doing the unmolding part where things aren't going to get absolutely caked in resin. But, yeah, I don't know. Feels like there's enough people that are still getting into dice making and stuff. It's, like, makes sense to me to make videos for those people. But I do want to do some more weird videos that I just think are fun and entertaining too. Let's do another dark green, I think. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to get in here. Alright, there we go. See how that looks. I think that's coming along. I feel the middle one feels, I guess maybe it's longer. I think I spread things out a bit on the middle one. Instead of, I think this is more condensed and this is longer. Here, let's zoom in a little bit. Should I move them a little bit closer together, you think, on the middle one, or should I leave it? I think it's probably okay. But you think it's okay as is? Alright. We'll move on to our last one here. Well, for this side. Because that's just one side, and then we're gonna have to do the other side to match. Don't know if I'll get to that tonight or not, but we will at least get this last section here done. And we'll probably get... Actually, I probably should do all of the flowers first, is what it... I don't know. Don't know. What do you think on that? Let me close this for now. But my fingers getting a little bit sore from all of these pressing against all of these rings and things. Actually, wait. I should probably do what I did before and kind of mark the top and the bottom, shouldn't I? Let's do the top first. Oh, but how much room? Probably want to give about the same amount of room between, so let's go to about here. See how that looks. Does that distance look right? Yeah, that seems about right, I think. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to get any closer than that. Yeah, I think that's good. And then, let's see, for length. I probably should have sealed these in. Fingers, because that one hurts. Nope. Alright, let's see if that... it might end up a little bit longer than that, but... yeah, a little bit longer. So we'll add another one below. So we'll add one even further down, just a little tiny bit. I feel like figuring out the parameters first makes it easier. Makes me think, you know, sometimes, like, I feel like sometimes creative projects are more fun, or not fun, yeah, I'll say more fun. Like, I like sometimes when there's, like, rules or parameters that you have to work within, because it makes things, well, one, it makes it, like, easier to start, I think, sometimes, because you've got a direction. Sometimes if you've got too much freedom, it's like, I don't know where I want to start, or what I want to do. So sometimes having, like, something to start with is helpful. But also, I feel like sometimes it makes it's like a fun little puzzle. Like writing haikus. It's kind of fun to try and write a haiku. Not even necessarily a correct haiku, but like a 575 poem. I think that's fun, just because it's like, you have to try and like piece together how you're gonna do it. Makes it, like I said, makes it a puzzle. I'm gonna try and work things out. And I think that can make things, you know, good to do. You need a planner, you love to fish. Yeah. I have trouble starting things sometimes if I don't know, like, all of the steps. Or, like, what the end is gonna be like. Never good at haikus. See, yeah, I don't know that I was ever good at haikus. But I think it's fun to try and write haikus. Just from the... You get, well... my alarms. Let's see if we can write one right now. I've got the first line's gonna be I was never good. My words did not speak goodly. That'd be 7. With haikus I wrote. There we go. I was never good. My words did not speak goodly. With haikus I wrote. There you go. There's a haiku for you. I think actual haikus, there's more rules. Like, I think they're usually about nature, and like all 3 lines have to be their own idea. Not good at decoupage or sticker placement. Oh, I mean, that's the stickers are a commitment, right? I think it helped for me to find an item that I designated as like where I put my stickers. Oh my gosh. So much of art is just trust the process. I've done so many paintings. Do I still have... No, I don't have that up, but the number of paintings that I just do not like until the last stroke of paint is on the canvas. I've done many a painting where I'm just like, oh gosh, this is terrible, and then I get like the last stroke of paint on there and I'm like, oh, actually, this is pretty good. I'm okay with this. I like this. I think there's a lot of... You always kind of gotta trust the process a bit, and that's just, yeah. It's hard. Oop, there goes one of my lights. Cell can't write good Oh, can't write good haiku. Can't write good haiku. He never really got it. Cell should just give up. I mean, if you're including your name in the first line, that's 6, I'm pretty sure. But, we'll just get rid of the name and it's fine. 4 times this last time on the 3rd. I mean, some of that I'm sure is trusting the process. Some of that is just figuring out the process, too. Yeah, exactly. This, yeah. Way ahead of you, Cell. Already dropped it. I can't get it. I mean, you saw me over here counting everything out with my fingers, too. Like, I feel like that's some of... At least for me, I feel like there's a lot of things where it feels like there's, like other people can just kind of do it naturally. And I have to, like, sit there and count things out. Not necessarily literally count things out, but like it's like I need to like sit and logic out what I'm doing. Like that was one of my things when I like was doing like a voice acting class and stuff, I'm like, I need like a minute to process the script and figure out kind of my plan. I like cold reading, I'm like, oh gosh, like depending on what it was. But it's like I need to read through it and kind of break up where things are before I can actually just do it. And I think there's a lot of things like that where it's like some people just seem like they can do things without thinking, and I'm like, I need to like write a list about this before I can do anything with it. I need to like break this up into pieces. And I'm sure some of that, for a lot of things, comes down to like practice and things like that. And some of it I'm sure is you in resin at the moment. Do you want to... Oh wait, actually I don't know that I can show you that because it has spoilers. But I've got the set of dice that I have polishing at the moment. Yay, lots of leaves. At least one. The set of dice I have polishing at the moment, I have a full, like, thing written out. I have it broken down die by die, and I have, like, all of the steps for each die written out, and then I have it organized on the side by type of thing that I need to do. Like, I have, like, here's the blanks that I need to pour, here's the items that I need to 3D print, and then also I have a separate, like heading for painting the 3D prints or the blanks. It's like, I need to have this all organized so I can actually, like, look at and see all of the pieces. I can't keep all of the pieces in my brain. I think that's some of it too, is I feel like I can't, like, hold on to multiple pieces of information in my brain at once. So I gotta, like, write it down so I just have it. Get it out of my brain onto a physical piece of paper. Where's the other end of the thing? Okay. I think that's pretty nice, actually. I think that's good. The question is, should I do the other side with the flowers first, or should I add the beads? You know what? Maybe we add the beads. I'm thinking let's add the beads. And then we can actually, like, put it on the glasses and see how it sits and see how it feels. Alright. Moment of truth. Haha! I'm breaking things. Should have done this a little bit further down. Yeah, this is just for one of my mods. I still need to figure out what I want to make for the other one. I probably should just reach out and ask him, but I might do that at some point. Okay, where's the end? See how this looks. I didn't get that centered very well. I might... So, I cut it a little bit too close to the top one. I might cut this down and actually just make it a little bit shorter. Let's try that. This is making it a little bit longer anyways, and I kind of plan this for a slightly different length. All right, where's the end of that? Just like I gotta find the chain. There it is. Oh dear. There we go. About 2 beads. Could do that. I think I just have 1 bead in my brain for some reason. Could do 2 beads. I think I'd do 2 beads of different sizes, both silver. Let me see how this looks though. If I can get it on there. Ah! Which is easier said than done. Itself keeps getting in the way. Don't mind the teeth. The problem is trying to hold. Okay. I need to hold this like that. I need to hold this with the pliers. The problem is that the bead, if I try to hold it with my fingers, the bead gets in the way because it keeps sliding up. So let me get this held with the pliers. And then I can try and get this with the other hand. Oh gosh. There we go, I got it. No one drop anything. Okay. I think that's about as short as I can go. I don't know that I'd be able to get it if it was any shorter. See how that feels. Yeah, I think that's okay. But I could probably still could do a smaller bead below, but I should have left it a little bit longer at the top. A little late for that though. Metal bits off the table. It's because I had it sitting like this when I cut it. I need to hold it up when I cut it. Try this. Come on. There we go. It's so small and tiny and I can't grab it. Alright, come on. See if I can just use my fingers. I don't think I can. It's slipping through my fingers. I got it. I got it. I got it. No one breathe or do anything. Ah! I'm losing my grip. No! Oh, I got it again. All right. That went a lot smoother for some reason. All right. Let's see. I wish that it was a little bit. I wish it was a little bit longer here. I wish this was a little bit longer. You know what I could do? I could move the bottom flower up to the top. Because we were talking about how it felt a little bit like empty at the top there anyways. And that will make it a little bit further away from that bead. Is that the furthest one down? Yes, it is. Make it a little bit further away from that bead. I can also fill in that spot at the top. I think we have run out of music on the playlist. Let's start over. The more stuff I add on here, the harder it is to start moving things around. Shane's doing weird things again. Alright, let's see if that feels a little bit better. Yeah, I think that is a little bit better. Here, let me angle this so that you can see the whole thing. There you go. I think that's not bad. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it on some glasses. Let me try it on my glasses and see how it feels dangle-wise. See if it dangles in the right spot. Obviously, I still need to do the other side, but let's see how this feels for one side. Yeah, I think that's about right, actually. Can I put this on? If I do this, nope, that's the wrong webcam. I guess, wait. I'm just gonna do this. Oh, this is my bad webcam. But I think that's good. I think that length is about right. Yeah, okay. I think we've got it. I think we've got it. Okay. Make me smile again. Excellent. Oh. The question is, do I attempt to do the other side tonight? Because my finger kind of hurts. I feel like my fingers are different colors now, actually. Here, just a second. Let me plug this light in at the very least. Ooh, maybe. Turn this back on. You can see one of my fingers is, well, maybe you can't, but it's a little bit more red than the others. Just because from prying all of the things open and closed. It makes my little fingies hurt. I do have a good idea of what I'm doing now, though, which is nice. I probably shouldn't have added the beads. I just wanted to see what one full side looked like. It does mean it's going to be a little bit more difficult to line things up exactly on here, but I think it's fine. It's fine. If I really need to, I can cut some things down. But we're going to do the same thing on this other side here. We'll be doing all the flowers and a bead, and all the flowers and a bead. Where'd it go? Here it is. A bead. And then all the flowers. It feels like more flowers than should be there. I think some of those go with this group. But I think you see the vision. You see the vision. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here for today. We've been streaming for a couple hours. We got a chance to hang out. I won't be streaming next weekend. I think I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, but I'm gonna be caroling next Sunday, so I won't be here. I should be back the week after that, though. I don't think I have anything planned yet, so it'll probably be something dice related, whether it's pouring resin or sanding or inking. But we've done a lot of inking recently, so maybe we'll pour something week after next. Depends on what I need to get done. I have a couple of videos in the works. I might try and get some sort of simple video put together while I finish up those, since they're a little bit more complicated. And they're gonna take some time. So you can keep an eye out for that. I think that's gonna do it for today, though. Thanks for hanging out, guys. It is always nice chatting with y'all. I will see you guys in a couple of weeks. Bye-bye. Have a good night, or day, or